good kids? Welcome to another interesting lesson with Mr. Olia. In the previous lesson, we learned about biodiversity. In this lesson, you will be learning more about biodiversity. So today's topic is titled Biodiversity, and the objectives are definition of biodiversity and examples. So there are interrelationship between living things. I'll come again, interrelationship between living things. Next, there are three interrelationship between living things, which are 1. Producers, 2. Consumers, 3. Decomposers. Come again. 1. Producers, 2. Consumers, 3. Decomposers. So kids, you're going to be having more information as the lesson goes on. Now, 1. Producers make their own food through a process called photosynthesis. I'll come again. Producers make their own food through a process known as photosynthesis. Now, what's photosynthesis? Photosynthesis is the process by which plants make use of carbon dioxide and oxygen in the presence of sunlight. They make use of what? 1. Carbon dioxide and oxygen in the presence of sunlight to make their own food. Now, this is a picture showing the process of photosynthesis in a plant. Next, consumers. Consumers cannot create their own food. They rely on nutrients from other living things to grow. They can't produce their own food. They rely on nutrients from other living things to grow, which are going to see some examples of consumer and how they are grouped into different classes. Now, there are 3 types of consumers, which are herbivores, B. Omnivores, C. Carnivores. Herbivores, omnivores, and carnivores. What are herbivorous animals? These are animals that eat only plants. No, they eat only plants. Examples are sheep, rabbits, goats, cattle. Come again, rabbit, sheep, goats, cattle. Next, this is a picture showing more examples of herbivorous animals. You see cow, deer, parrot, kangaroo, horse, goat, as I said earlier, rabbit, elephant, sheep, camel, zebra, panda, and so on. Next, omnivorous animals. These are animals that eat both plants and animals. They eat both plants and animal. Examples of omnivorous animals are dog, cats, humans, etc. Next, this is a picture showing more examples of omnivorous animals. You can see dog, cat, crow, pig, hen, cockroach, ant, squirrel, rat, bear, lizard, ostrich, bat. So these are various examples of omnivorous animals. Next, carnivorous animals. These are animals that eat only flesh or meat. I'll come again. Carnivorous animals are animals that eat only flesh or meat. And examples are lion, crocodile, tiger. I'll come again. Lion, crocodile, and tiger, and so on. Next, this is a picture showing more examples of carnivorous animals. As you can see, shark, fox, tiger, lion, crocodile, wolf, hyena, hare, octopus, eagle, crow, jaguar, and so on. So these are various examples of carnivorous animals. Note: terrestrial consumers are found at the top of the food chain and eat other carnivorous animals. Omnivores can fit into many levels of the food chain depending on their species. Omnivorous animals can fit into many food chains depend on their species because omnivorous animals, we said earlier, can eat both plants and flesh or both plants and animal. Next, decomposers, which is the third classification of interrelationship with living things. Decomposers such as ants, earthworms help to decompose the remains of dead plants and animals to form manure in the soil. So decomposers help to decompose dead plants or dead animals into the soil to form manure. This is a picture showing the earthworm and ant decomposing the soil. This is also a picture or a diagram, a pyramid food chain diagram showing the levels of animals or showing the levels of energy in the food chain. Next, what is an ecosystem? An ecosystem is a self-sustaining environment whereby all living and non-living things interact with each other. Take note, I'll come again. An ecosystem is a self-sustaining environment whereby all living and non-living things interact with each other for survival. Next, there are about 500 species of plants and about 70 animals found in the desert. Take note of this, there are 500 species of plants and 70 animals found in the desert. Note: invasive species are new species introduced into an ecosystem that does not belong there naturally, that are introduced to another habitat that they don't belong naturally. Super kids, we have come to the end of today's lesson. You knowing about what is an ecosystem, what is biodiversity, the interrelationship between living things, about the producers, the consumers, and the decomposers. So super kids, see you guys in the next lesson. Bye bye.